Hello, beautiful people. Yet another video. These videos excite me. You know why? Because the preparation behind them, some are very experimental and some are really from my own journey. And I just really want to discern when I should share it and when I shouldn't. So a couple of weeks ago for this particular video, I felt like, before, like I'm superwoman. I can multitask, I can do this, I can do that, but eventually I would fall back. I fail. And I would really get into a place where I felt, why am I failing? Why is it that I want to do this, but I'm constantly failing to do so? So I woke up one morning and I was very specific. Between this time to this time, I would do this. Between this time to this time, I would do this. And since January up until now, which is July, this has really helped me. And I just wanted to share with you routines. I even told myself I don't like routines because everything is just patterned. Everything is just auto-synced, But there's so much benefit out of routines, which has really got me here and I wanted to share with you. By definition, obviously a routine is just a repetition of an activity in a specific time. So you are brushing your teeth at one particular time, you are eating at one particular time. And there are several types of routines. There's a work routine, there's a workout routine, there's a morning routine, evening routine. Maybe if you have children, they have their own routine. If you have maybe work, there is your routine, there's a social routine. It's really when and what you do at what particular time, in short. Like I said, I felt I'm superwoman in this case, where I felt I can do whatever I want in one particular time. But the truth is, you have to get to a point where you align your goals. Maybe your goal is to exercise, maybe your goal is to eat healthy, maybe your goal is to read, maybe your goal is to meditate, maybe your goal is to pray, maybe your goal is to spend time with your family. Whatever your goal is, you should know what your priority is and allocate a time for it. And before you know it, it will become a routine. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to get to a place where, it's time for me to spend time with my family. The fact that it is a necessity, you have to allocate time for it till it becomes auto-synced. When you wake up every morning, nobody tells you check your phone, but you've decided that's important. Indirectly, you don't have to say it. It's the first thing you do early in the morning. Nobody comes to you and say, you have to brush your teeth. Before, yes, it was hard, but then with time, it just becomes part of you. It's a pattern that you practice over time. Routines are like that. I studied a bit of Oprah Winfrey's routine. Actually, let me pull this out. I checked out Oprah Winfrey's routine, for example. Her key things that she does not compromise with in a particular day is waking up early. I noticed waking up early, exercise, healthy eating, gratitude practice, reading, creative pursuits, and giving back. That is her philanthropy. Now, if you compare Oprah Winfrey to Bill Gates' routine, you find key elements. This is Bill Gates' routine. So Bill Gates' routine is to wake up early, regular exercise, family time, reading, philanthropic activities. So you noticed key elements in this. And I went ahead and read another person and another person. Then you realize every routine has non-negotiables. So in whatever they are doing every single day, there are things they can bend down to. Obviously, maybe because of schedule, but there are certain things that are non-negotiables. So then I asked myself, okay, why are they exercising? Why are they adding it to their daily things to do? That is their priority, right? But then if you look deep into it, there's a comparison between the two. One does philanthropic work, the other does the same. One exercises, the other does the same. One meditates, finds time to read, the other does the same. And as you realize, it comes natural. You wake up in the morning, you pick up a book, you want to learn something new. And you realize that's actually the non-negotiables of every successful person. They want to get to a space where they are able to reflect. They want to get to a space where they're able to give back. They want to get to a space where they invest in self. They want to get to a space where they're investing in their health. That is a key aspect to the legacy we want to build, having a routine. Simply looking at the things that are non-negotiable in your life. I didn't even realize when I compared what I decided to not negotiate on when I started my routine this year. I didn't even realize they were similar. I told myself I'm not negotiating on my reading time. My weekends are spent with family, but my weekdays are spent on working on me, my business, That element of creating a routine, a pattern in a particular time has got me here. I wake up at 4 a.m. I'd have my devotion. Then after I do my devotion, I would have to study either a book. If on that particular day I have to study with regards to my career, check out my business, and so forth. But what I learned through the process is it's become easy and doable. You don't have to remind me to say, oh, once I brush your teeth. It's something that saves my time. It saves my productivity. It's auto-synced to me. And that is what routine have the power to do. There's a great book, The Power of Habits, by Charles Duhigg. I don't remember his surname though. Yeah, he gives a study on how routines work. So routines work when they see a clue. So they see something, and the thing that you've seen expects you to react. And through his book, he gives a detailed study on how you can create a routine using your clue, your loops, and all that. And he gives an example of, a woman, her name was Aggie. And Aggie wanted to really take care of her health, that is to lose weight, but it just wasn't happening. Each time she knocks off from work, she sees the couch. It means sit, watch TV, binge watch, eat as much as you can, and go to bed. So she understood the couch was her clue, and she had to interrupt the next thing that would happen. So she created a routine and said, after work, I'm going to the gym, then I go home. Because she's interrupted one of the chains which was causing a reaction, now she's able to live a healthy life. If you and I are to build a legacy, if you and I are to achieve certain things, what is one thing that can motivate or demotivate us? And I think habits fall in line into helping you achieve either the bad or the good, because it's a habit, it's a pattern that you have chosen. And before you know it, it will be automatic. You don't have to think about it. Every time after work, I'm drinking a bottle of wine. Every time after work, I can choose to review my day. I can choose to review what I want to achieve the next day. The choice is yours or mine, either wine or a review. So it's very important you pay attention to all these details, and I think that's why I thought, you know what, this video will be great to share, because most of the times we just take life as it is. We just take, okay, Bill Gates became lucky, Oprah became lucky. There's a routine they're constantly practicing. Even though they are successful, why are they still meditating? Why are they working out? You could easily say, I'm going for a surgery. It's because they understand the benefits of it. And you and I need to get to a place where we understand why it's important to have a routine. It's going to save you on time. The amount of time you would be loitering, okay, let me check this, okay, let me do this, A, B, C, D. you would get to a point where you've saved so much time because it's part of you. 8 o'clock, you are supposed to eat. Yeah, this reminds me actually, when I started my weight loss journey, it was so hard for me to eat breakfast. It was also so hard for me to stick to a meal plan, So what I did is I set alarms on my phone. There was an alarm to remind me every single time, oh, it's snack time, it's this time. And before I realized, it really became part of me. And that's how my eating habits are even now. I would have my breakfast, then my snack in between. And before I realized, it really was beneficial to me. So likewise, a routine is really going to save you on time. It's going to help you be more productive because it's just happening automatic. Even when you don't feel motivated, it's going to help you stay on track. You are able to do it because it's become part of you. It's not really about how you feel, but it's really going to be beneficial for your journey. Routines also help you reduce stress, because it's one of the ways where you understand how to calm your body. There's a balance. Your mental priority, your physical priority, your workflow, because you have allocated a certain amount of time towards all the goals you want to achieve. As a result, you are able to manage your stress. Routines as well can help you create good habits because you're doing a certain activity at a particular time over and over. As a result, you're building good habits. So whatever your goal is, it really is dependent on you, on how you can incorporate that into your time. Like I said, all of us have different routines, basically. Maybe because our priorities are different, maybe because our schedules are different. But what is important is you are able to allocate certain non-negotiables in your life. Your health should be one of them, I think. That includes your mental health, because if you are not able to take care of yourself, how are you able to take care of others? Every individual has priorities, like earlier established, and because you have your priority, I have my own priority, I should be able to look into it and say, what is that one thing which is non-negotiable in a day? I've learned so much, and I would like to really share my routine, some things that are non-negotiable in a day. I've learned to be grateful. I've never understood the word thank you as I do now. So even when I'm able to tell somebody, oh, thank you, or they tell me thank you, it's on a different level because I've learned the importance of gratitude, my personal devotion, my health and my fitness, that is the exercise, personal self-development, that is reading, and I'm now trying to incorporate philanthropy as well because it's something that I've learned to do, maybe on a daily basis. What's that one thing that I can do for somebody, that I can do for an individual that can be helpful to them? So in short, for you and I think it should be a non-negotiable. It shouldn't be something that we even doubt after watching this video. Ask yourself, what are your priorities versus your goals? How are you going to achieve that if there's no schedule, no time for it, no plan for it? Because there's no plan, trust me, you never have the time for it. It's important that you are dedicated to ensuring that you are well as an individual, and you shouldn't take life for granted. These are non-negotiables that should be included in your routine. I hope this video was useful. Tell me in the comments below, what are your non-negotiables when it comes to your daily routine or your weekly routine or even your monthly routine. It could even be your yearly routine. That's actually one thing that I forgot to mention. Routines vary. Obviously, they're adaptable to where you are at. Maybe your schedule has changed, but it's important that you define your routine. Is it your monthly, your daily, your weekly, your yearly, whatever it is? When do you do it? What is the time? And what is the goal out of that routine? I hope this video was helpful. Bless.